beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite girl, Patiti Sparks, and I'm back at it again today with a new video straight from my house. Guys, how have you been? It's been a while, innit? So I'm so sorry. I've been trying, trust me, I've been trying to feel. I've had like a thick 60 of me just trying to feel like, oh, bring content, and it was just not working because I was so busy. 9 to 5, oh my god, it's not as easy as it as it looks. But yeah, yay, I'm back, and I'm just really super excited. And I just wanted us to, like, I have so many ideas on videos I want to make. There's just so much information. I'm like, oh my god, these are the things I wish I knew, these are the things I wish I did, things that I know, things that help me get to where I am. But first of all, let's do a retrospect. So, like, looking back, what are the things that I think, oh, let's just talk about a lot of people. I think one of the biggest questions I get now is that, do you regret it? Do you want to go back to Nigeria? Do you want to stay back? And then there's just so much. Even me, I feel like I'm rambling so much. I'm sorry, it's like I'm just starting YouTube and I don't even have my head in a very clear space. But I just knew that I needed to make this video. If I do not, this might be the end of YouTube for me, so I needed to start. But yes, as you all know, I am finally done with my MSc. And in fact, guys, my graduation is in a week. I need you to start sending me gifts because your girl finished with distinction. Let me not allow it, but I finished with distinction. I made it. Remember all those times, you came to the library with me. I leave uni at 10:30 p.m. at night, 11 p.m. It's, it worked out. This is the benefit, isn't it? Why am I doing this rubbish? I'm joking. I'm just trying to be British. But trust me, I live in the north now. And the accent, oh my god. That's another story for another day. Like, I don't even feel like I'm speaking English or I understand English when my people start talking at work, and I'm like, you say what? You say waiting. But anyway, yep. So where do we start from? Looking back, guys, there's actually looking back, and if you know me, I'm big on God. I am someone that whatever I do in my life, I put it first in the hands of God. I believe strongly in the power of prayers. I believe that you should always have a good relationship with God, because trust me, yes, effort is okay, but effort sometimes doesn't do it all. You need the grace. You plant, you water, and you pray to God to give the grace for increase. So yeah, but so this is like just looking back. And for the first question, which people would always ask me, oh my god, Patiti, do you regret it? Is it worth it coming to the UK to study? If you can afford it, if you're looking for a better life, if you're someone that likes to take on challenges, it is going to be worth it. I do not regret it. I used to say, the last 12 months, in fact it's 14 months now, was the most challenging, stressful, oh my god, exhausting time of my life, but also the most fulfilling, the best, you know just every amazing thing in my life. Like, I've tested my own strength, things I didn't know I could do, and it just makes sense. And the fact that you get to work hard and see the reward of your work, it just makes it really better. Like, whenever anybody asks me about the UK and stuff like that, I said, look, this country, how I describe it is, work, chop. That's the thing. Like, if you do not put in the effort, you do not get the biscuits. You have to take the risk to eat the biscuits. I know someone used to say that, I can't remember. But the good thing is, if you do put in the effort, oh mom, wow, God, may the devil no catch us. But sincerely, you would see the result, and that is the amazing part. So you need to want to put effort to get your reward, to get whatever it is that you want. But one thing, if there's anything, any advice I would give, especially for starters, is that I know this advice might be overwhelming, and I feel like I'm going to give like a high level summary now, but maybe in subsequent videos I will try to break it down. I know it can be overwhelming, and you can be saying, oh, we are studying, why do I want to start working? I am stressing about work. But if you've watched my channel long enough, you will understand when I always say that, look, this country is a structured country, and it's always point A to B, A to B, then B to C. And for you to get to point B, you will always have to start from point A, do all the work, follow that line, every obstacle that you need to face on point A, and then you get to point B. If not, you just be in point A or moved to A plus, and you never get to point B, because the country is so structured that if you do not put this in, you do not get that out. If you do not apply for something, you do not get this thing. If you do not know that, okay, there's this grant that you can get, you do not know. And this is why I always tell people about information. Please always try to ask questions. Ask. Especially now, coming as an international student. Personally, these are the two things I think you want to worry about: getting good grades and getting a good job after your studies. Well, this is what I would worry about, and I will assume that everyone that is coming from some place like Nigeria, because a lot of people were already working and you just decided to further your studies to have a better chance at your career, isn't it? Or to change your career, and you're sacrificing that. So after uni, what do you want to do? But the thing about a country like this is, and this is not to rush you, everybody work at their own pace. To be honest, there's always time. But don't forget that we have a little bit of limitation, which is the visa. Although we have the post-study visa, the 2 years, which is always there, as long as you do all the right things you were supposed to do, you do not have bad records, you do not, your visa will not be revoked, and immediately after uni, as long as you're done, if you apply for your post-study, you get it. But then you need to also worry about work, worrying about sponsorship. And I know this might feel like a lot of information, but trust me, this is what a lot of people worry about, and is always worth it, because you need to start thinking about these things now and do not wait until last minute. If there's any advice I would give anybody based on what I've learned, based on my experience in the past year, is that do not wait until the last minute. This is not a country where you have to wait until, of course, when it is time to do, when you say you want to do it today, you get to do it today. But because of our own limitation of the visa and not getting to do a lot of things unless you're on this particular visa, you want to be really, really proactive. And this is one thing the country has taught me, to be proactive and to ask for information. So first of all, like for your studies, if there's anything I would advise, please do not wait to the last minutes to start doing your assignment. If you have to put your assignment in in the next 1 month, please start, even if it's just to type one word. It just helps you get there. Type one sentence, two sentence. It just prepares you for that before you submit, and also for going to get the job. Now, this is what a lot of people do not tell you, and I would talk about it in detail in subsequent videos. But getting a job in the UK, a professional job, is one of the easiest thing and could be one of the most challenging things. A lot of people will say, oh, I applied for over 100, over 200. So one of the things that I think you need to know is, like, start asking for information. Ask your lecturers, like, oh, what are the what are the what's this thing called, certifications I could do, which industries could I work in, like project management. Now, I did project management, I can talk about this. And in project management, there's IT project management, there's construction, there's general project management, there's healthcare project management. Like, I advise my course mates. I know a lot of people that did project management and I've got project management jobs, especially with NHS, and this is a good starting point. Even people who did not do MSc project management, they've gotten jobs with NHS because they had care jobs. I mean care experience. And imagine you as a student studying care, and I mean it's a student studying project management and you're already doing care. You now finish and then maybe back with your experience from Nigeria, and you've done like 2 or 3 certifications by the time you finish. Trust me, you have better chances of getting jobs. But a lot of people will not tell you this. You just, you're just worrying about passing and getting the job that you will use to pay your tuition fee or your feeding allowance now. And people really do not think about their career after school, because trust me, when you finish you're going to be really, really overwhelmed. So one of the advice I would give is always ask for information. Like there's always this graduate scheme also, and they start really early, and this is one of the reasons why I'm making this video early, because I would not forgive myself if these graduate schemes are closed and people do not apply. So people that just came in for September, please start applying, because this was one of the things that helped me to get the job that I got, the internship that I got. Because when I when I applied for this internship, I've not even started. I don't even think I've understood the course outline yet. It was like in November, someone just sent a WhatsApp broadcast, like the black intern thing. So a lot of people did not feel it, because it was a broadcast that was saying a lot of people that I know did not feel it, because they assumed that they didn't need it as at then. Like, oh, I'm just starting, I don't need to be worrying about that. Let me just be worrying about getting the stock assistant or warehouse jobs for my day-to-day this time. And I know it can be stressful, but it was also, I will not even lie, it's not because I was smart or thinking about it. It was just the grace of God. And in my head I was like, internship, well, I do not mind, because people always told me to try and find but well, good thing for me is because people have always been telling me that even if I get a internship that is not even paid, I should take it, because the UK is always conscious or seriously about you getting experience before you can really get jobs. Like they always would rather someone that has a UK experience. That's why I'm saying, like, someone that is already a carer, that you're working in the UK. Now imagine you did a management course and you say you want to become a care home manager or something. It's going to be very, very easy for you to get that job, you understand? So, and then that's somewhere to start, starting as a manager somewhere. Then you can go and become a manager wherever it is, if after 2 months, 3 months, you get me? So when I got this thing, because people have been telling me about experience, I just filled in this thing. I was not even thinking about it. I just filled it in with my shabby CV from Nigeria that I used to use. I just put it in. And to be honest, I think in January, I think it was like 2 days to my birthday, I was called for an interview. I was just coming out from the shower and I got the call. I just picked it and got so good. It was all the things they've taught me in class that they were asking. And this is because I was listening in class, so I was able to quickly relate it back to the jobs I've done in Nigeria. And I answered the lady and she was like, oh wow, impressive. And then that's how I got the internship. And I'm here now, and to the glory of God, it's just been amazing experience for me. At least I have a 9 to 5 job now, which is really good, and I'm really, really so open-minded about looking to the what's next in life. But these are the things that people would not tell you from the beginning. And to be honest, also I noticed that all those things they told us when we resumed, we were doing all these job fair classes that they would be telling us to go to, and we did not go to. In fact, when they were saying it in class all those times, I remember our lecturers, they brought people to come and talk to us about your CV, that there's a career advice board. We were not really thinking about it because we're not worrying about the next step. But that's the thing about the UK, you need to start now before the next step. So these are like some of the little things that I would love to. So as a September intake, please start applying for graduate scheme, internship, just to get yourself into the industry. Immediately you get there, you will realize that these are like other things. And also for studies, ask questions, use all the resources. I never knew I would be someone that would go and sit in the library. It is not my thing. I'm someone that during my dissertation I started calling the library assistants, the academic assistants. I was like, look, I don't even understand what I'm doing, and they were explaining to me, this is how to do, this is how to do. And all those resources that I used, it helped me, and I could see, you know, the the reward of all those things. So I just wanted to, like, this is like an high key summary, like this is just an information that please let it be lingering in your mind, start looking for, because this graduate scheme, they are going to close like soon, because it's for next September, you know, so they will start doing it now, interviewing and all. By February, March, they're closed. They already know the people that they want to give, and they just assume that by the time you finish from uni, you're coming to meet them, you get. So start applying, and because as master student, a lot of us already have BSc, which is even perfect. So you use your BSc certificate, and then so please start looking for all these things. I know it's rather early. One thing I also say is this: there are all these career advisors in the UK. Like, I know I introduced you guys to Swift Profile. I don't know if you've joined them, but these people give advice, because the things that you put in your CV in Nigeria is really not what they want to see here. It's not even about the name of the company. Sometimes it's just about the skills, about the certifications you have, about the way you say you communicated, and these little things. You might not get a job because you did not put communication skills or listening skill, or how you put your some, you know what, just like meet this advice board, try and meet companies like Swift Profile, because they really helped. Oh my god, they helped me, they prepped me before I even got into the internship. It's as if I was already working as a um as what's it called, like I was already working in the professional world. They told me all the certifications to do, and I did all these things before I left uni. And mind you, the reason why I'm saying all this, I know it seems like too much information. You don't have to do it now. You can start second semester, or maybe in your third semester, when you're doing your dissertation, because you have much more time. But please just have this information at the back of your mind, because sometimes we forget and we focus on like the problems and not really the solutions or what we can do. And I remember Swift Profile, then when during the time I was doing my dissertation, they were telling me all the certifications to do. I was just like, I'm going to lose my mind, this is too much. But it was telling me like, look, when you start the job, you would not have time. And I was like, 9 to 5, should be 9 to 5. Me, that I'm doing shift 12 hours. Even 9 to 5 is even more mentally taxing. So you'll be surprised that your universities will be telling you about these careers from the beginning, like you can meet them, how to write your CV, know which industries, and these things they are trying to tell you, because when you get out there, you just realize that it's like another race and all that. And because I've been there, done that, I don't want people not have this information, because I did have I was blessed for people to let me know, and it was really amazing for me to transition into the job that I want. I've got a project management role, you know. It's just amazing. So I just wanted to put this out there, because I know that it is help of God and information that helped me get to where I am. The summary of this is, if you put in the effort, trust me, it is worth it. If you want to stay back in this country, it is possible for you to get a job. People might say, oh, you might not get a job, keep doing the menial job you're doing. You're a professional, you have 2 degrees. Like, what are you saying? What are you saying? You know, so you can do it. You just, we have to prove ourselves, but always look at the goals. Look at the, I remember I realized I saw one of my books where I write my goals, and as at December, I was seeing all this. I was looking at my goals, and I was literally rolling on the floor and saying thank you, Jesus, because I realized that I wrote all these things down. I didn't even know why I was thinking about those things as at December, when I just came into this country. I was writing the salary I wanted to earn as at December in project management industry, not limiting myself to the job I was doing as at that time. As at that time, I was a stock assistant, and it was because of the grace and the advice, the information I got to think ahead, and I just felt like I needed to share that with you guys. And you know, subsequently we'll keep talking about it, and I'm getting prepared, I'm getting ready for my graduation, and I'm accepting gifts. Thank you. And yeah, let's do it.